kind of feel like I cheated y'all earlier. I felt like I cheated you because I didn't show you what I did when I was laying out my seat. So I thought, oh, I better go ahead and do a deal now so y'all can see what we're doing here. Here's my practice piece. Of course, it was cut out of the belly because I knew it was going to be a practice piece. That's what it's going to end up looking like here shortly. But basically what you do is you take your pattern, take your piece of leather, put it up there, try to hold it in place, then take a pencil or a pen and mark. Here, let's do this real quick. There you go. Mark right there where that cantle is, because that's where you're going to want it to fold at. Now, once you take that marking or make that marking, then you'll come in and go ahead and pull it off your tree, lay it over there and lay it flat, and you get a tool like this. A V-gouger, I think is what it's going to be called. And you just basically, it'll gouge a little V shape out of there. You don't want to go too deep, because then you take a chance of going all the way through. That won't be no good. I'll show you that here in a minute. So basically what we're going to try to do now is just kind of fold it over and get the shape. I'm not even going to worry about what it looks like over here yet. I'll have to trim that up later. I just want to make sure I get it where I work with it, and I hope I can. So basically we're just going to just kind of flip it. Of course, it'd be better if I had it glued, but I got to take it off and do some tapping on it, some tooling on it. And I need hopefully somebody around here's got an antler horn they can turn loose and let me have, so I can have something to get up in here and kind of help put a fold on that for me. This might be too long. I might have to take it off and skive it off so it'll lay flat better, but now, I don't know, my Cheyenne rolls, I don't get them really laid over. If I wanted it, see, it's laid over here pretty good, which you want. I might have to take this and kind of skive it down a little bit, because it's pretty thick right there. Basically, you're going to want your seat leather to kind of, you don't want it going up and over or anything like that. So, now if you wanted to give yourself a Cheyenne roll that comes down like this, you'd have to just kind of notch it and bring them together a little bit. But I'm not going to do that. See, there's where I need that deer antler right there to get a sharp point other than my finger in there trying to hold everything. Also, it'll help mark it. Not really scratch it, but it'll. And it's not going to hurt it to scratch it up here where I'm at, because it's going to be covered up with another piece of leather anyway. But right there, and it's not going to stick to that. So Yeah, I know I'm making funny faces on it. All this will get cut, trimmed up, but I'm trying to get, what have I got? What have I got that I can stick up in here? How about this bad boy right here? It's not what it's designed for, David, but that ain't working. I need something, because this bottom half is in the way. This is going to be my dental pliers, is what those are called. Now, of course, it's real long right here, which is, that's okay. It'll get trimmed up. Like I said earlier, and I learned this in truck driving, it's better to ask, or it's better to take too much and give it back than it is to have to come back and ask for more. That's when you're making, when I haul my big, long, stretched out loads. That's a theory you got to use to kind of get you through a turn. Now see, right about there, it'll come up about like that, and then it'll be about a 2-inch over here. But I'm not even gonna mess with that because, again, it's not in its final resting place. You know, once I take that off and get it stamped and put it back on, then it'll be in its final resting place. This place here, I might need to whittle down some more. Just, there it goes. That's what we're looking for. I just had to smack it right. What I'm doing on the inside with my fingers is also kind of putting a rut in it so that when I'm down here sewing on it, and I'm going to have to find me a dentist chair or a barber chair, just because this is a pain in the butt to sew that in this position. Now here's the next thing that's going to happen. I'm going to take and skive this end here, and I'm going to put it somewhere about like that, more or less, and then I'll put nails in it. I'll do the same thing with that gouger, that V-notcher, so it'll come and lay flat like that. So there's your 2 pieces. Then, of course, your seat will come up on top of that, and that's when all that gets cut. It's once that seat is glued in. Where the hell does all that little white hair come from? I ain't got no pets. No, I bet that. Yeah, I know where it came from. That damn kid. Anyway, so there's that process right there. This is way too wet for me to be tooling on. So we're gonna leave it, let it get a lot drier, and then I'm looking left to right to kind of make sure I got that folded over about the same. All right, well, I'll turn you loose. Now you know what's next. Me, I want to go watch some cowboy movies on the TV while this dries up for me. And we'll come back later. Uh-oh. Told me my battery was low, but hopefully it got that. I don't know. Must have moved. All right, well, toodaloo, buggaroos. Remember, DavidMillsSaddlery.com. Bye-bye.